You can't keep letting him hit you like this, James. You gotta fucking start.
Maybe Shawn Michaels wasn't the best, but
Don't back down, Tony. Fuck this guy.
No,
Fuck this
come on,
guy.
man. Look, man, Brett's
who's
that
Bret Hart
man.
ever beat? Yeah, that's what I thought. Exactly.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
get him
who
into
was on
that.
The Simpsons and who wasn't? So
You ever have one of these?
that's something to think about. Keep that in mind.
Good question. That's you, Tony. That's tough. You're right.
So, of course, we have some more information, just a little bit more. There actually, surprisingly enough, wasn't very much in terms of
Shocking.
dirt sheets in the 90s, in 96 to 97.
Sure.
I guess maybe
I thought you were
later
just saying about the
97.
show in general.
Well, no, I mean, in general
Yeah.
about this, most of the dirt sheet stuff around this point was ECW trying to get pay-per-view,
Sure.
which was
And
a
that was
big deal at
probably-
the time.
And I imagine most of it was talking about ECW because Paul was just saying, "Hey, this is what's going on, son."
Yeah, he would just tell
Yeah.
Meltzer, "Hey, Meltzer,
Yeah.
please put this
Hey,
in
how's
the
it going?
observer." Yeah.
Yeah.
And at this point, too, WWE was in like a very slump period trying to figure out the Attitude Era.
Is
Right.
this, so? This is a new generation, right?
Yes, it
Yes.
hasn't
Okay.
transitioned yet to the Attitude Era yet.
Because it's still. I mean, this show feels Attitude Era.
This show feels something, and I don't know if that's right. But
Fair enough.
We also have one last bit of information here about the Shotgun Saturday Night. So Meltzer writes after the fact here, the debut of Shotgun Saturday Night on January 4th was largely a flop content and reaction-wise. The show didn't air in the market that he was in, but the reaction was 100% negative by those who called and faxed him information.
Wow.
And
that's
strongly
crazy.
negative, for that matter.
Well, Meltzer, I got a bunch of faxes and they said the show was sweet, and one of them was Dracula, and he said, "Come over."
So Meltzer writes, the first show was from the Mirage, which we talked about. It's a New York
Yes,
nightclub.
The nightclub.
Now, remember how many people that place could hold standing room?
It was 3,000,
3,000?
I believe you said. Yeah.
They drew 350 fans.
Oh. Do you think they expected 3,000? Because it looked pretty packed in tight for the shot. So I don't know if that was a thing they called on the fly, because I can't imagine 3,000 people in that spot that they were in.
WWF is the one that said it could hold 3,000.
Oh, I see. Huh. Well, maybe they
Yeah.
meant like, it could. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how 3,000 would even fit in there, but
no,
No way.
that
Like
would be
they would
against the fire code. There'd be no way.
genuinely hanging from the rafters if that was the case. Like,
And
yeah,
also,
that's-
putting a ring in there does not eliminate 2,000 whatever fans. So.
no. It was also a small ring.
So we'll talk about that. But
Yeah.
this drew a $6,000 house, for anyone wondering. They
That's-
charged
okay.
$20 to get in the door for a. The bouncer said they charged $20 to get in the door for a risque comedic show that wasn't funny.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
And that's it for the Observer there. There wasn't too much more. Like I said,
Sure.
Paul E trying to get on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
WCW beating the dog shit out of WWE. You know what I mean? That was pretty much all that was
Yeah.
going on at the time. So. Observer from November 5th, 2001. What appears to be the first serious attempt to start up an alternative national product since the demise of WCW and ECW. The XWF is only a week plus from
man.
starting out
Brother.
and cloaked in secrecy. My favorite thing about this is we're going to look at a few weeks of Observer notes here, and it is pretty much the chronicled history of the XWF, as it did not last very long.
Have you seen the XWF at all? Like, have you watched like a full XWF show?
No,
There's
I
not
don't
many.
think I have.
Okay.
I don't think I have either. No.
Maybe we should do that. I watched it, I think like last year or something like that, and it's I don't even know how to explain it. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's scuffed to all hell, really.
Well, the group has reached a deal with Universal to run not only regular television tapings, but 3 events per week as a park attraction. Wrestlers known to be a part of this venture include Hogan,
Dude.
Conan, Ray Gonzalez, Juventud, Norman Smiley, Crowbar, Psychoses, Christopher Daniels, The Road Warriors, AJ Styles, Spanky, Low Key, and possibly Mark Mero.
James, you were just reading the notes for our January 8th show. You gotta cut that out.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
What happened again?
That's awesome.
This sounds like TNA, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
does.
That's what it exactly is. Yeah.
If you guys watched the Dark Side that we covered on Hayabusa, you guys remember the injury. It's a pretty infamous injury. This
Sure.
actually happened a few weeks ago around the
Oh,
time that
wow.
we watched this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
crazy.
Meltzer
Damn.
covers the injury pretty
Jesus.
extensively here.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, Lita, Trish Stratus, Big Show, Booker T, William Regal, Triple H, and Stephanie taped a Weakest Link episode in Burbank that airs on November 12th, same day as Raw. It's actually the lead-in for Raw.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Damn, we really got to watch one of those, man. I'm sure they're sweet. I
Yeah,
remember
I think
liking
so
him a lot.
too. So during a break in the weakest link,
The weakest link.
someone in the audience made a crack about William Regal embarrassing Goldberg. That
Yeah,
was a pretty
Smarks at the
infamous
weakest
moment.
link.
Yeah, it looks like it. Triple H chimed in with a line that embarrassing Goldberg isn't very hard to do.
Oh my God.
So Meltzer says, I think in hindsight, Mr. Goldberg made a wise choice sitting out these shark-infested waters because it looks like the main agenda would be who would get to beat him the fastest as opposed to how do we draw the most money with Goldberg in the WWF.
Well,
Yeah, that's kind of how his run went. Yeah.
I was going to say Goldberg will find that out in a couple years.
Karen Angle wrote in about Rob Van Dam in 2001.
I love him.
Karen Angle says, my personal opinion is that RVD is not ready yet for his spot. I feel he is very careless. When these men step into the ring, they are trusting the other person with their body. Even though Rob Van Dam has been in the business for many years, I don't feel he can be trusted. Out of 5 matches with Rob Van Dam, there was only 1 match that Kurt didn't have to get stitches or was able to walk out without bleeding.
Karen Angle wrote into the Observer?
So on the Observer, it's Karen Angle wrote this about Rob Van Dam.
Oh, okay. Because I thought she like so even then that seems kind of crazy for that time that like she would just openly do that. That like I mean maybe because I guess maybe around that time like maybe not then but soon is like Bite This and all that stuff and people were kind of getting like more behind the scenes and talking shit. Like Stone Cold goes on Bite This and says, "Oh, creative sucks."
Yeah.
So, but it's like it's so weird to like that's a normal place now. Like fucking everyone's significant other says fuck the WWE.
Sure. Yeah, pretty much exactly.
Or AEW or anything. So it's like that's weird.
The Wrestling Observer, November 12th, which is the exact date that the Raw aired that we're watching.
It's my birthday.
It is now acknowledged by many internally that the heel Steve Austin character was a big mistake, with the note that the tease of his face turn in July was the only period when business appeared to be on the verge of turning around.
That's so crazy. I get it though, because no one who wanted to boo Stone Cold. But going back and watching and stuff, damn, I loved heel Stone Cold.
He was good. In hindsight, it's really good. Like the content is good, but the ratings probably didn't reflect how good it was.
I mean, creatively you got to do some fun stuff, but yeah, business for the WWF at this point was nosediving really bad.
That's crazy.
More notes on the XWF. Hogan and Kevin Sullivan are writing TV. They're planning to do house shows with Jeff Jarrett versus Buff Bagwell as the main event. Which, if they are running buildings of more than 1,500 seats, is another way of saying death because these two guys have zero drawing power.
I hope there's other Bagwell sons.
Bill Goldberg did an interview with Alex Marvez at WrestlingObserver.com this week.
I found Goldberg.
He said even if he did just have a week left on his Time Warner deal, that didn't mean he was going to sign with the WWF. He said there are things that stand in the way of that happening. Right now, he's not even considering signing with the WWF. And then he was asked about Pride, and he said, yeah, it's in the back of my mind, but I'm not going to do it unless I am 100% ready.
Dude, if Goldberg had done even one Pride fight, that would have rocked my world.
That would have been the greatest thing
legendary.
Ever.
Oh my god, because they would have got him in the game. Like that would have been so
sick. Awesome. Yeah.
Wow, Goldberg. But then on the flip side, damn. I don't know if I would have wanted to see Goldberg getting soccer kicked in the head. That would have kind of sucked.
Wrestling Observer, November 19th, the week after this Raw. In the very first public acknowledgement of the business decline being a serious issue, the WWF laid off 9% of its front staff, totaling 39 employees, along with the company president, Stuart Snyder, in the largest mass layoff in company history. There were no roster cuts made, but it is largely expected that there will be some made, as the company's plan continues to expand into 2 separate brands, although the timeline hasn't been finalized yet.
Well, there you go, guys. See, it's not so bad. They cut people when business is bad as well.
Just days before its first television taping that was planned to be built around him, Hulk Hogan appears to have pulled out of the XWF.
Oh,
What the fuck?
The story from those close to Hogan is that his appearance at the tapings this week to appear on the red carpet and wish the promotion good luck is a one-time thing being done to avoid embarrassment from several of his friends.
Oh my god!
In particular, Brian Knobbs and Jimmy Hart, who are running the company.
Oh no! Fuck you, baby! You better get on that red carpet, daddy.
The reasons Hogan gave was there was insurance concerns.
I think because all that came up of the XWF, I think is like a DVD that had like 4 episodes and then like a couple dark matches, and I think the only Hogan thing on there is who does he face? Is it Kurt Hennig maybe?
That sounds right, actually.
Kurt Hennig, I think, yeah. So that's like the only XWF thing he does. So they got a match out of him, I guess.
When I think of XWF, I think of Hogan, though, right? Wasn't he like ripping the shirt with the XWF logo or something? I don't even know.
Probably.
I swear, like he was all over their branding.
I don't like this company, brother.
I'm ripping it because I don't want to be here.
He was all over their branding, though. He was like the face of that company. He wasn't even around. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the last thing from the Observer here is that it comes from the episode we're actually watching, or we watched here. We're going to talk about here. There's a lot of talk within the industry regarding Mick Foley's apparent farewell promo on the 11/12 Raw, which nobody knew exactly what to make of, but was in fact scripted ahead of time, and all the key points were approved by Vince. Fans were happy to see him, but he didn't seem happy, and it came across as such.
Yeah. I'm sure Vince liked it. Vince said, go out there and tell everyone that we think you fucking suck.
In the promo, he said he won't be around much longer. And he said that if the Alliance won, he's out of a job. And if WWF won, he's also out of a job.
All right. True.
Because he did not want to work for Vince. So.
Well, fair enough.
The F4W newsletter number 493. He talks about the rise and fall of ECW DVD, which time will tell that this DVD was a big catalyst in bringing back ECW in the first place.
And for ruining my fucking life.
Brian Alvarez writes, a lot of people figured that the rise and fall of ECW DVD would sell well, but I don't think anyone realized just how hot of an item it would be. Ever since its release on Tuesday, we've been getting email after email saying one of two things. One, the DVD is sold out everywhere, or two, that this person managed to snag one of the few remaining DVDs at their local video store, and it was excellent.
I honestly think that DVD may have changed how they did DVD like documentaries going forward too, because I think that
so.
like
I watched it a lot.
I've honestly every probably 3 months I just put it on when I go to sleep just to have because it's a lot of good shit on there.
You ever wake up with the menu music?
You could ask my roommate; he hated that shit.
The menu
is that
yeah,
so
especially TNA because TNA DVDs had a 15-second loop. At least WWE had a full song. TNA was 15 seconds and it would hard reset every 15 seconds. So
would you get that? I don't know if you have any stats or anything, but would that probably be the best-selling WWE DVD of all time?
If not, it's up there. I'm sure.
One of the best received ones. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how that is with like streaming stuff now. I don't even know if anything can